BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top traders. If you sign up with the link in the description, you get a free $100 when you deposit $100. There's hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi. Hello everybody and welcome back. Let's have a look at XRP then, shall we? So surprisingly, recovering as if nothing ever really happened, to be honest with you. Just one of these super mega wicks on the Bitcoin pair, all the way down into a 20 simple moving average, basically a Bollinger Band center. And although that the tether pair hasn't reclaimed its 51.5 cent zone, it also has maintained its Bollinger Band center on the daily. That would be so. You know, it's a strange one to have to try and break down here. But happy to continue with this trend. It looks like a sweet chart still. No reason to doubt its overall trend and continuation. And its next major target is up into 60. So no difference there. The Bitcoin pair is at the resistance stroke support, currently above it. Closed above it yesterday on that sort of mega dump down, that 24-hour candle of doom. We've got a golden cross incoming as well, likely to be achieved, to be honest with you. We are quite significantly above that 200 simple and exponential moving average, sorry. Look, as far as this chart is concerned, I'm not really afraid of it, to be honest with you. I wouldn't think at this point now of taking any positions in it. I mean, we've been saying, I suppose, not to take any positions in it outside of the original one where we broke out here. That was the first sort of major entry point before the rally. The second one being around this area between a 200 simple and exponential, and that's been okay. I mean, you could, I suppose, try a position around 50 cents or so, which is your Bollinger Band center and your 21 exponential on the daily. You could try that with a very tight stop loss, but we're going to be the direction of this chart is going to be governed by Bitcoin's direction. So you could try something here, and if everything sort of stayed static or moved up for Bitcoin, then you might be looking for a winning trade. And if it went wrong, then it wouldn't take long to know if you're wrong. But I wouldn't try it. I mean, Sundays are usually a pretty lame day for trading. I'd much rather see how things pan out in throughout the week, especially with the euro, showing signs of life again, and the S&P more or less, in a bullish chart position, looking to continue on beyond its next major level of resistance, that 4,300 zone, which has already been achieved. So it's we could be looking for just general continuation in markets, stocks specifically. And if we see euro increase, we'll probably see gold move up. And if we see gold move up, that might influence Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin is the only bad boy here that's not getting sued by the SEC. So that's why you see Bitcoin basically just hanging around like nothing really ever happened. It was just another retest of a 200 exponential moving average within a descending channel here, basically consolidating from its previous high. The good thing about this, a formation like this, is that they will likely most often break out, and so we could look at this channel as something that's probably going to be respected, or we should expect it to be respected until it finishes. And my opinion on it, if we do follow this and we don't have any mad FUD take place outside of the mad FUD that's already happened, then we're looking towards the end of June, so the end of this month, before something actually kicks off with this one. And I'll be looking for this 200 simple moving average to creep in the side of the channel, just to add that extra major support. And that could be where we find the new low. Now we've got a bit of bullish divergence brewing on this chart. It's nothing massive, it's nothing major, it's nothing special, but it does exist. We've also got it over here to an extent on the 4 hourly. It's honestly, this is really nothing to write home about. The confidence in this market is very low at the moment. All you need to do is go on Twitter and say, "Get out of this exchange. You got to go to self-custody. Oh my God, it's gonna be crazy." The same sort of people that have been calling for this huge collapse in stocks rather than a quite nice and neat and tidy downtrend bear market, really. So I know that these are the sort of things that get clicks, and that's what people want. But the reality is, this Bitcoin chart doesn't suggest that. At best, we will be looking to break down, maybe into the lower $20,000 zone at best. Look, I'm not really seeing anything outside of that to be concerning, not based on what we see here. Just looking for consolidation to continue. Look, when it comes to buying crypto, it's obviously a risky asset. Everyone knows that, and at the moment it's riskier than most, especially with the altcoins, extremely risky. But if you believe in the rinse and repeat market cycles of past, then you would be looking at this and going, well, I suppose it's just it's just like here, isn't it? Really, we had our first initial rally up, consolidation, reaccumulation, big bold beast move. That is basically what I think is happening here. We had our first initial move up, big consolidation, sideways accumulation, and then big beast move up. That's probably what's going to happen, to be honest with you. It's probably what's going to happen. All altcoins throughout this period had an alt season. They had a couple of alt seasons throughout this period, and they mostly went back to square one again. I expect that to be the case, whether it's this year or next, even in this kind of environment. So look, I'm not suggesting you go off and buy altcoins or whatever. I'm not suggesting you buy anything. It's really up to you. But to think about the market too much in the form of this FUD, it might hinder your overall portfolio performance later on down the line. Now, when you see big FUD like this, you can take advantage of it instantly, or you can just monitor the situation as we continue to go down. As I predict that we will continue in this channel for a little longer, for the rest of this month, which means probably a little further downside for Bitcoin and altcoins, which would mean that there's opportunity to buy lower probably throughout this month. You can dollar cost average, can't you? DCA into whatever it is that you want. Don't go all in on these giant big dumpy wicks, but think about stacking up whatever it is that you want. There's also nothing wrong with just buying up the Bitcoin, really, because you can rotate that into altcoins whenever you feel fit. And at the moment, altcoins outside of XRP look horrendous. I've been saying this for weeks now. For the most part, they do look horrendous. It's only XRP which has got any form of strength based on its own merit, and one that is pretty much the only chart that we give credit to on the channel, to be fair, and on the Telegram and on the Patreon streams and stuff. It always shines. It's been shining bright for a while now, and it still continues to do that. But look, this is a tradable chart. Other altcoins not particularly a tradable chart, but if you do want to buy into them for whatever reason, whether you like the fundamentals, is a different story. Right, so long story short, Sunday is a lame day, rubbish day actually. It's probably my least favourite day to trade. Basically, just don't do it, to be honest with you. But as far as the charts stand at the moment, XRP above its Bollinger Band Centre on both Tether and Bitcoin pairs, and Bitcoin bouncing yet again from that 200 simple moving average, which is normally a decent support for it. The support also crossed into the descending channel, so it's not all over, but like I've been saying for a few days now, chances are we do continue in this descending triangle. And the only way that we will be looking for any sort of major breakout would be for daily candle body closures. At this point, really, the 26,650 would be a telltale sign, but mostly I'll be looking for 27,000 flat to be reclaimed, and then we'll probably get continuation up to a brand new high at that point. But at the moment, we're stuck in a channel. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend, unless, of course, you're fighting the trend and then it's your enemy. Right, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.